Good morning. Welcome back if you are viewing my channel. Um, my name is Leanna and I am posting these videos to give you a snapshot into my health care journey and transformation, hopefully. This is a journey that's never ending, and so on here you will find little tricks and tips that I've learned along my way. This helps me stay accountable to what I'm working on and my healthcare goals. Um, and this is not meant to be any sort of healthcare advice, but if anything here resonates with you or makes you want to spark doing something healthy for your body, then I hope that it does. And you are seeing the very unfiltered me on a Sunday morning. So, one of the things that I want to talk about today, because I've been thinking about it, so when I think about things, they, just spiral. But one of the things I think about today is what society has drilled into us as being healthy, and what society has drilled into us as being acceptable and okay, and how I grew up with that. So I'm entering a new decade here very shortly. I'll be 50, and growing up, I think it was very difficult, as it is for a lot of overweight children, because society really pressures everyone to think that, our beauty standards are so that society has created these very abnormal beauty standards for us, and how detrimental it is to our children. And so I think it took me a lot of years, probably all of my 30s and probably a good portion of my 40s, before I realized that that's not true. And to try to wipe away some of that brainwashing activity that occurred when I was very young. And so, and those feelings of self-guilt, doubt, and all of that really come back with a vengeance sometimes. And a lot of it is around food and food choices and being good or being bad, or that's a good food or that's a bad food. And we really put all these labels on like food and people, and when what we need to do is really create a supportive environment for us to feed our bodies well and heal. And so, and I think that takes it takes a lot, but to break away from what for me, I'll just say for me, growing up, for what was pressured for me to be different, those kind of little underhanded sayings that I don't think that people really truly meant to be mean, but they're impactful. When somebody says, you have such a pretty face, what does that mean? Like, does that mean the rest of you's not pretty? And to start to realize that, we can be healthy at other weights other than a size 2. Like, you can be a healthy, 16. Like, you don't have to conform to the, what everyone thinks is the most beautiful. I'm not looking to be a runway star here. I'm looking to be the best version of me and the healthiest version of me that mitigates any of my risk factors for having increased heart disease, increased diabetes, and I want to live a long life that allows me to do the things I want to do. And if I can do that successfully in a body that's a size 18, then I'm good. Then that's my best life. If I can do that successfully in my body that is a size 20, then that's my best life. And I don't have to meet the standards that other people set for me. I just have to meet the standards that I set for me. And to start breaking away from what other people have told us, and kind of put that stigma on us. So I really want to, for me, that's a lot of what I do for myself to help to help on my journey, is to try to unpack some of those feelings, because those feelings, they subconsciously impact our choices. So like, if you're in your car and you drive the same roads to work every day. Some days you get to work and you're like, wow, I'm here already. Like, I don't even remember going by such and such a store. I don't even remember going by this. It's because we drive the same route all the time, and it becomes so automatic for us that we stop paying attention, which is a bad thing because we're driving, right? But we stop paying attention. And I think that's the complacency that we see in our lives too around food choices. So sometimes, driving to those foods that may not nourish our bodies as much becomes so complacent that we don't think about it. Like, we don't think about, I stopped at McDonald's to get a fry because I was just driving by and it just happened to be convenient, and it's really out of complacency that we do some of those things. And for me, it's trying to unpack that and figure out, do I do these things because they're part of an ingrained habit that I've done for a lot of years, or is it because, there's something else driving those thoughts and behaviors that are really subconscious? And I think a lot of times that is, or if you go into the store and you're having a really bad day and you go in the store to get things for dinner and you find yourself in the cookie aisle, like, that's not a dinner item, right? But subconsciously something drove us there, okay? And to try to recognize those thoughts and feelings before we have a chance to act on them, that would impact and derail our progress to get healthier, to go to complete part of our journey, and to really work towards that. So that is ultimately part of my goal as well as following what I like to say is the best eating for me, which I know the best eating for me tends to be more low carb. It can some days be more ketogenic. I don't know that I ever get myself into a true keto zone of just burning, having the ketone bodies. I don't think I ever get myself there because I'm not sure that I stay under those 20 carbs enough, but that's okay because I'm not trying to be perfect here. This isn't perfection. This is about taking baby steps for me in a place that is good, that heals my body, that makes my body feel well, that makes me be able to have enough energy to play with my kids, to work, and to live my best life. So that is my ultimate goal. And if some of this is resonating with you, and I hope that it does, I hope that it helps you on whatever journey you're on. Today happens to be Sunday. I will set some goals for myself this week. So my ultimate goal this week and for the rest of the month of November, which November has just started. So for the rest of November is I'd like to do my own personal walking challenge, which means that I'm going to make it a concerted effort to do some sort of extra walking above and beyond my everyday ordinary activities. I don't like to be cold, and it's getting a little chilly here in the north. So I will do indoor walking, which I've done in the past, and it's really quite effective. So I'm going to make that my month of November challenge. It is also Sunday, and I will meal prep today. Some of the things that I need to for the week. I have found over the past few weeks that this helps me to be really helpful for me and my family for the week. And what I do is my family's not great about eating leftover meals, quote unquote, leftover meals. So if I meal prep an entire meal and I put it in the fridge, they think it's leftover. It's not. I could just make it for Monday, but they don't see it that way. So they think it's a leftover meal and they're not prone to eat it. So what I have found is if I meal prep certain items of a meal and then they have to make the rest of it, that's more helpful for my family. And so how I do that is I just brown the ground beef for tacos, or if I'm making something else with ground beef, so I brown the ground beef so they can add whatever they want to it. I will brown chicken and veggies so that they can make fajitas, so then that's a quick meal, or I can put the chicken in a salad and take it to work with me. So those are very helpful for me as well, to do those sorts of things. So that will be part of what today's activities are. So anyway, I hope that these series are helping you and that they spark you on your healthcare journey. I will touch base tomorrow. We will do a weigh-in Monday or Tuesday. I'm expecting it may not be as good as I'd like it to be because we've come over Halloween and it's been a little rocky in this household, but it's okay because that's just a number, and this is not a sprint to the finish line. So this is the journey, and this is the path we're on, and this is the road that has the twists and the turns. So anyway, thanks for staying with me. Thanks for being part of my little community, and I will see you all soon. Bye now. Have a good day.